line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready? No, 180. Check 41. Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Ready? 180. Gun. 55. Check 55. Mike. Mike, 55. Right there.
Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Mario Addison in on the stop. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Watson going to give this one to Miller. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. 4th down, so the Texans dial up the number of their 2nd-year punter, Trevor Daniel. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, here's Newton. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton. And the ball is knocked out. And the Texans scoop it. There he goes left side. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line. Scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Express. We got motion. Back up. Back up.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. Being chased out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. It's still a nice play by the defense.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 32.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
That's it. Right at the 8. Check. Watch this 8. Great.
3rd and 2. Newton forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And that's caught. It's Hogan. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
20.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Newton steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
Now it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there, first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, McCaffrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. Fighting him off. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Let's go, get tight. Let's go, let's go.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
Set. 180. Gun. Come on. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. You run. Mike, 55. Right there. 20. 55. Here we go. Wait.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. A final shot before the break. Newton eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Back to throw, Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
He's not going to get me. 54 is Mike. 55, 54, 54.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. First six.
On 1st and 10, Watson with a catch made by Hopkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Watson, and his throw here's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
He's got Fuller. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Here we go. Hey, 24.
They'll run. It's Miller. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Go.
This is Miller. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I, explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson dancing to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On first down, it's Watson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Watson on the move to his left. Able to slither by. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Watson now, operating from the gun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And avoids the contact by sliding. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Watson now to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. There goes a deep ball. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Carter, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that
the ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a fumble.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
54! 54, Mike, 54. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, 59! Let's go, baby! Check, crunch. Right there.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson being chased out left. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing.
Oh, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out, they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring on the wrong side of the football there, wasn't there?
Yes, he has a name, he has a number, but for us, he's Johnny on the spot. And how about that rambling run all the way to the end zone with that alert play that he just made?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. After the sack on first down, Watson escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hop. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 44 yards. Watson on first down. Flush to his right. And he's taken down inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now a first down throw, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. K'Wan Short able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
To try again after the sack. Watson, he finds Hopkins complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Watson, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Faking the give. Now Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Here's Watson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Great. We got 20.
Newton's going to throw it. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. First down, a run with Smallwood. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
65.
Cam's going to run the option right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Carolina, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.